Well, the next Excelente Award honors a true ally of our community. The Amigo Award is given to a non-Latin person whose dedication, work, and support have made a significant and lasting impact in the Latino community. We are proud to announce that the 2025 Excelente Non-Latin Person Most Supportive of the Latino Community is Kieth Cockrell, President, Bank of America, Charlotte. And to tell us a little bit more about Kieth, please join us in welcoming the Senior Vice President and Strategic Marketing Executive at Bank of America, as well as our 2023 Excelente Businesswoman of the Year, Grace Nystrom.
Well, good evening, everyone. So I have the privilege of telling you a little bit about Kieth. And as the market executive at Bank of America, I do have the privilege of working with Kieth on a daily basis, as well as my colleagues who are right here to my left. As president of Bank of America, Charlotte, Kieth connects banking and investment resources to people and companies across the region, while also deploying the bank's resources to help the community thrive. Throughout his 42-year career, he has been a passionate advocate for opportunity and inclusion, particularly for people of color, including the Hispanic Latino community. Kieth's commitment to service began in New York, where he was raised by his grandparents, Anna and Charlie. His education at Columbia University was a turning point, where he first connected with the Hispanic Latino students from across Americas. This experience, especially as a leader of the National Society of Black Engineers, taught him to recognize and champion immense talent within the Latino community. At Bank of America, he has championed initiatives such as the Hispanic Organization for Leadership and Advancement, also known as HOLA. And can you pause? And the Latinos Mean Business sponsorship, providing visibility and support to Latino entrepreneurs, business entrepreneurs. Beyond his professional life, Kieth is an active member of the community, serving as board chair of the Foundation for the Carolinas, chair of the Finance and Audit Committee for Johnson C. Smith University, as well as a member of the Executive Committee of the United Negro College Fund, also known as UNCF, board, and the National Society of Black Engineers. Kieth and his lovely wife, Serena, who's sitting right here, are proud parents of 3 amazing adult children. Russ, who is an NFL Super Bowl champion. I know, quite impressive, right? It gets better. Sierra, who is a practicing attorney in Washington, D.C. And Anna, who is an Olympic silver medalist. So we welcome Kieth to the stage.
Oh, yeah. Oh, let me be part. Okay. Let's welcome our non-Latin person, most supportive Latino community of ally to the Latino community. You know what I'm trying to say. Kieth Cockrell.
Well, that was a nice surprise, Grace. Thank you very much. Alvaro, thank you, and Hilda, thank you. It's without question an honor for me to be with you this evening. It's awfully special to me to receive this recognition, but I'm not worthy because I had the pleasure of working with teammates each and every day that have demonstrated their commitment to this community. And if anything, I've listened or tried to listen and learn. But before my prepared remarks, let me at first acknowledge all of the award recipients this evening. Weren't those students amazing? El futuro is great. Our future is great when you listen to outstanding students like that. And Hilda, you and your team have done an amazing job for almost 30 years to help educate this community, to tell stories of family and faith and excellence. And so tonight we're gathered to celebrate excellence, to folks who have dedicated their lives to not just their personal success or professional success for that matter, but for so many who I know in this community out here today have dedicated their lives to helping others. So we celebrate excellence this evening. A commitment to creating opportunities for others. I've had the distinct pleasure of working for Bank of America for 32 years now. I've been the beneficiary of individuals that gave me an opportunity, not because I had the experience, or for that matter, the expertise, but they saw something in me. And so my allegiance to the Latino community is quite simply just trying to pay it forward. For all those that gave something to me, believed in me. And despite the differences, there's so much more that we have in common. For the Hispanic and the Latino community, I would say that I'm no different. We share faith and family and a commitment to helping each other. And that's really the reason I've worked for Bank of America for 32 years. Because we feel that it's more than our name, our brand. It's our responsibility because we have the audacity to believe that we truly are the Bank of America. And our hope each and every day, and I know that my teammates that are gathered here this evening that I have the pleasure of working with share this commitment that no one cares for the Latino community more than we do at Bank of America. But you see, charity starts at home. So you may ask the question, how are we doing at Bank of America in terms of the treatment and creating opportunities for those that are members of the Hispanic Latino community? Well, I'm proud to say that about 11, 12 years ago, we made a commitment, not the bank, but our Latino teammates made a commitment to gather together for the first time. Some might say that that was a bit risky to gather in one place at the same time. But here we stand, more than 150 members strong, senior Latino leaders at Bank of America. And it's because of that, their leadership, quite frankly, they've made us a better bank. I'm not trying to say that we're perfect by any stretch of the imagination, that there isn't more that we need to do to support this community. But I know one thing, each and every day I have the pleasure of working with people like Grace and Karen and Carolina, who demonstrate their commitment, not through their words, but through their actions, to help make us better, to help us understand it's more than language and translation. Can we understand the essence of the culture, the commitment of the people? So what we share in common beyond faith and family is this commitment to excellence, to continue to drive, to continue to provide hope and opportunity for others. For us, education changed our lives. And so I'm proud of this organization that's dedicating their time and energy to furthering the education for Latinos. Beyond education, we know that we have to provide better health care. Our support, along with Atrium and our Meaningful Medicine program. Needless to say, it's far bigger and better than we ever could have imagined. But it was through listening that we began to understand that we all know that we wanted academic excellence. We weren't at odds with our teachers, but it was a principal who helped me understand that teachers can't teach if the students are in the classroom. And so it begs the question, why aren't they in the classroom? And then once we start to understand the absenteeism, you can start to deliver solutions. Can we get them in front of a doctor to see if they're healthy enough to stay in school? And what we've learned through this program is that even if we have to remove the child because he or she is contagious, they've seen a doctor, a prescription can be written, and their ability to return to school is therefore shortened. More than 40% of the students that see us, see Atrium, doctors, are able to return to the classroom. It's initiatives like this that together we understand that we can do amazing things. Together, we can help educate and skill and train and provide job opportunities for all. Together, we can provide support to small businesses in this community. Together, we can provide not just financial capital, but what I'm terribly proud of is the human capital that we provide. Grace was our example with Camino. When we introduced this concept of, yeah, money is good, and every nonprofit could use some additional capital. But people like Grace are priceless. So every day, I have the opportunity to work with extraordinary leaders like Grace. I'm so fortunate that she has taught me to listen, to learn, to better understand the commitment of this community, the commitment to excellence, the commitment to dream. And we have the courage to try to be dream makers, to see business owners become bigger business owners, to see students graduate from not just high school, but college. And I hope one day they'll become one of our newest teammates. So on behalf of all of my teammates here in Charlotte and Bank of America, I accept the award not because I'm something special, but because of the folks like Grace that have had the courage and the commitment to people. Because this much I know. If we continue to work together, there's strength in numbers. And I want to close with this. We have a vision here in our city. Charlotte is America's Queen City. Open her arms wide, I would suggest, to a diverse and inclusive community of residents, businesses, and visitors alike. Here, you will find a safe, family-oriented city where people work together to help everyone thrive. We have the ability to be something that's never existed before. The safest city, the city that provides the most opportunity for all. Thank you.